find out where the music was coming from. So here we are live crocheting. I'm working on my project that I'm doing with the new yarn. If you're following me, you'll know that um, I bought a lot of new burlap blanket yarn. I got some cakes of these beautiful colors, and this color is springtime. And I decided that I got 3 cakes of this springtime. It's burlap blanket, ethereal stripes. And I finished one of the cakes already. I got up to this point already. So I am now going to continue on with my second cake. Hello, welcome. I'm just sharing my project that I've got done so far with the new ethereal stripes yarn cakes that I got. Um, I bought these new yarn cakes that you can get from Bernat Blanket Yarn. They're called ethereal stripes. And I started to do a baby blanket. So this is as much as I got done with one of the cakes. So I'm just going to carry on today. I'll wait till I get a few people on here, and then I'm going to share the new little plushies that I've made. I made a lemon slice and a lime slice and a raspberry, and then I made 2 kittens, 2 cats. And the 2 cats are using the new cakes that I bought. I think I used I think it's one with the blue and green in it. Um, and then one with this one was a sunset. This is a little cat, and this one is made with the sunset. It's got a little orange tail. So that's kind of cute. This is a smaller one. I needed some smaller ones. And then this one I made with the one that it's got a bit of green in, but it hit the blue. It seems like the colors last quite a long time. I used white for its little face, and then I went into the colors. And this is a stripy one, but what happened was because it's the variegated, it changes colors. It's very, very pale mauve. You can hardly see the stripe in that color. But I just let it come out the way that it came out. And so that's the second little cat. So there's 2 little cats ready to go to the market. I've got big ones. I have the 3 big ones already, right? So who have we got here? Let me say hi to everybody. Hi, Christy. Haha, I haven't been crocheting today. I've been I'm working on my garden. I'm just trying to balance landscaping my outside of my house and planning it all because there's a lot of planning that's gone into it. And also getting some crochet done and getting my YouTube done too. So thank you, Pete. Yeah. Oh, Galinda. Hi there, Galinda. I've got some new little stuffies to show you. I showed you the rabbit. I think you saw the pink rabbit that I made. Um, Hi there. Hello. I'm saying hi to Pete. Hi to Christy. Those are the only 2 we've got and Galinda in the chat. So that's nice. And I don't know if you saw, Gerlinda, if you saw the blanket that I've got. This is where I've got to so far on my first cake. So I'm gonna just carry on with this one. The other thing I got done today that I'm really happy about is I'd written up the pattern for these gloves like when I made them, right? And then I never sort of did the proofreading of these gloves, and I just wanted to check that there was no typos in it and measure that the measurements that I'd got for them were correct. And if I was writing out how to do non-stop front post double crochet, hopefully it's going to be okay. I'm just saying work front post double crochet into the double crochet in the row below. That's kind of how I've left it. So yeah, so I did bring a lot of different colors that if I have time, maybe I might work some another set of these gloves out, but at least the pictures are in the pattern. It's all been proofread. The measurements have all been taken. The gauge is all good. So tomorrow I'm going to upload that onto my Ravelry and make a blog post about it, but not release it until I think it's the 23rd, because I'm part of Underground Crafters month-long International Crochet Month event. And on the 23rd, she wants me to have a brand new pattern that hasn't been published. And so it's going to be this one. So that's coming out March 23rd, which is not far away, actually. And so that's what I did today, too. I got my pattern completed for that. And I'm going to prep my post tonight so that the post's all ready to go and everything's good to go. And I've got 10 people here, so I think I'm going to share my fruits that I've been making. So I showed you the cats. These are the two little cats. There's one a bit smaller than the other. And one thing I like about these is that they always make me smile. So that's really cute. They're quite different size. Actually, if you put them like this, I just tried to stack them. You can see they're quite different size. One's quite a bit smaller than the other. I'm using two different patterns that I've got. And I made my first ever, oh, I haven't put the mouth on. Maybe I should do that too. This has a little mouth that's going to go there. So this is a lemon slice. I actually put the white bits to break up the slices. So that's a lemon slice. And last night I made a lime. So it still needs its mouth putting on. And I don't know if I need to do the white lines. What do you think? Do you think I should put the white lines on, or do you think that this just passes as a line without having those white segments stitched on? I can do that. It's no problem to do that if you think it's a good idea. And then the strawberry that I made, I sold at the market, but last night I did make a raspberry. I didn't have enough yarn to make another strawberry. I made a raspberry, and I haven't put the mouth on that one either. But there's the raspberry. So those are the fruits that I've got. So I found some polyfill that I could fill these with, so that's good. But I'm still waiting on my big box of polyfill. I hope it comes. It says it might be here. I don't know. And then last Sunday, I ordered loads and loads of colors for all the different fruits that I can make. So I'm kind of excited because I'm going to focus on that for my market this summer. I'm really going to make quite a few amigurumi and just test the waters and see if people are wanting them. There's a blueberry, there's watermelon slices, and yeah, and also I got I downloaded the sushi cats that Annie Carroway Art has got. She's got a YouTube channel here, and I downloaded the pattern for all the sushi cats. So I've ordered all the colors that I'm going to need to make all those things. So, oh, and then I made a frog. Don't forget the frog. I haven't done his mouth either. I have to get my black out and go around and do everybody's mouths. But anyway, he's got little feet. And you can see this is made with the ethereal stripes from Bernard Blanket yarn from Yarn Inspirations. So I ordered loads of colors. It was like $278 of yarn. But I've got like all these beautiful oranges and yellows, and oh, for the sushi cats, you need like earthen and like variegated yarns. They look very beautiful. So even if I don't use them all for my stuffies, I can make blankets and things with them because it's going to be beautiful yarn. And that should be here. I don't know when, but it'll be exciting when it arrives. I'll let you guys know. I'll share all of my yarn with you when I get it. So today I thought I'm going to come on here, and if I haven't lost my hook, there it is. I'm going to work on this blanket. Oh, the rabbit. No, it's actually up in my tote. But if you look at my shorts, who was asking about the rabbit? Pete, if you look in my reels or shorts or whatever they call the upright videos here on my YouTube channel, I share a picture of the rabbits, of a video of the rabbits. there was a rabbit that was kind of like this, but with long rabbity ears and a tail. And there was also a floppy rabbit. If you go to 1 Cent Crochet, here on YouTube, she had the tutorial that Gerlinda kindly shared with me. It's called the No Sew Rabbit. I just made it big because I use super bulky yarn, but you can make it with whatever yarn you want. Yes, watermelons. That's one of them, the things that I'm going to make next too. And also you can do like an apple slice and a mango. There's all kinds of things. So who did I order from? Who did I order my burlap blanket yarn from, Gerlinda? I ordered it from Yarnspirations, and if you spend over 100 and something dollars, it's free shipping. And they ship to me. They have a Canadian side and a US side, because if I ordered from the US, they would want to tariff me, but I can buy it from the Canadian side. But you can get it. Yarnspirations serve the US and they serve Canada, so you'll be fine down there. And that's who I ordered my beautiful colors. And they're gonna come in the burnout. They're all they're not cakes, like these came in the cakes, right? These ethereal stripes. The ones that I ordered are all going to be proper um skeins like this. But I ordered 2 of the green and 2 of the white because the green features a lot and a lot of different fruits. And also I'm in the middle of making a turtle that I'm using the ethereal on. This is its shell, and this is its the bottom of the body where the legs are going to be, and its little head um is somewhere. I've lost its head. But anyway, the head is done. So now I'm working on, and I've done all the little flippers. It's a sea turtle actually. So I'm going to finish that later on tonight when I'm not trying to talk to people and read comments. Yeah, so I ordered like a sort of a sandy orangey yellow and an oat pale orange and a buttery yellow and some nice soft greens, and then these really cool colors that are used in the sushi cat. So I found the sushi cat pattern on Etsy. It's in the Annie. I think it might be handmade by Annie. Might be her Etsy shop, or her other name is Annie Carroway, Carraway art. Yeah, so I go online and it says, do you want Canada or the US? And you click on where you're from, and then you can just fill out your order and buy it right online. Oh, thank you so much, Rochelle. It's so nice to hear from you. Yeah, I'm excited. I was going to come on and work on these gloves because I brought a lot of spring colors down with me. But I think so these will be really cool to make another pair of these gloves, but not in these kind of folly colors, but in really bright springtime colors. So I will probably do that, but later on tonight. I thought while I'm chatting to people, this project here with the springtime, I'm pretty sure I keep saying it's springtime. Yes, it's springtime, the springtime cake. I'm going to keep working on this blanket. At first, I thought I would do once in a while, I'd throw in a back loop only, but it doesn't seem to be necessary. So I'm just doing all half double crochets. So that's what I'm doing. And with a 10 millimeter hook. And then I can just sort of sit and talk to people. See if I missed anybody. Yeah, my rabbits are up in my car in the totes because I did a market on Saturday and I took them there, and one of them actually sold, and the strawberry sold. Um, but I do have the other big rabbits still left, which is good because I want some for Easter. Yeah, I missed you the last few times, Rochelle. It depends what time I come on, and I'm a bit later today because I did get a lot of stuff done before I came on. I'm feeling pretty happy with my day so far. I carried some of my compost down from I went and got like 2 loads of compost on the weekend, and well, actually last Friday, and it was all kind of dumped on a tarp at the top of my stairs, so I brought that down. And then I also chose a place and I laid out the cardboard and used some scrap wood to frame it in and poured the compost on top of my cardboard because I'm working on my garden this year. Want a garden. I don't have one. It's just like a wasteland out there. So, oh, what a great idea, Christy. I had some reflective yarn. I found some of it up the other day. I went up to, I have a trailer where I have bags of yarn. I have so much yarn. And I actually found one of my reflective yarns. Is this your kind of reflective yarn, the one that's got the strand that's running through it that um is reflective, or that's what I got? Like it was probably 4 or 5 years ago that I got it. I actually got to start my new yarn color. So did you do the short and chunky ones? They're the easiest ones to get started with on fingerless gloves. And I make so many short and chunky fingerless gloves for the market, like so much. That's my main go-to fingerless glove. I actually sold a pair on the weekend. So there you go. Yeah, so see when I change it's going to go to this mauve, but I found that these colors actually were way paler once you've got them out of the cake. I was surprised that it was really as pastel as it is. For some reason, I thought it would be a little bit more exciting. So, wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Is it the short, chunky fingerless gloves? Is it that pattern? They work up so fast. That's why they're great for the market because they work up so fast. And that's why I kind of like these little fruits, these are kind of cute. I don't know if people are going to like them. Do you think people would like these? Or that they've got a little mouth on them. Do you think they'd be something people would? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so I don't know if people will want to buy those, but they've always loved everything else that's come out, so it'll be something completely different. Oh, thanks, Rochelle. That's good to know. Good to know. I gotta find someone that does an orange and a lemon. Find a pattern. Well, I guess an orange I can just do a sphere. I know how to do that. I like to support other makers, so right? I like to buy their patterns and promote them and tell people about them so everybody gets a fair share. Hi there, Shatika. How are you? Blessings to you. Right now it's 4:30 here where I am, but evening for you, right? Yeah, that's very true. Those slices, that would be really funky, wouldn't it? To have a couple of them, have an orange and a lime. Yeah. Hello there, Suba. Suba Vipin. I'm doing great, thank you. I'm very happy to be on here. I got all my chores done before I came on here so I could relax. So I've had a pretty productive day. I didn't know whether I was going to get my pattern finished because that computer work sometimes is a bit challenging, but I did it. So Now I just have to double check my flared leggings, and that will be another one I can put up on my blog. So literally this blanket is just half double crochet. So it's a real beginner friendly blanket. I should probably, if I put it out, put it in lots of different sizes. Oh, yeah, this is a blanket that I'm making. You can't just came in here, right? And I'm using this new yarn that I bought. I don't know if you saw I had a video out sharing all these different yarn cakes and all the different colors that I got. Well, this is springtime and I bought 3 of these. So I'm using it to make a baby blanket. And so far it's looking really pretty. The colors are pretty. They're paler than I thought, but that's okay. Hi there, Florence. How are you? No, I don't know the song Coconut. Okay, don't want to miss anybody's comments. Yes, isn't it nice? You've made some things? Good. That's nice to hear that you're working on some crochet as well. But you don't have to crochet to be here if you just want to chat with people, because everybody's very chatty in this group. We're missing Hama. She's not here. I hope she's okay, because she lives in Dubai. She might be in bed. Yes, so it's Monday, brand new week. Days are just flown by. Since I did my last live, I don't know what happened. I think it's because I was going and getting compost for my garden, and I've met someone she's a woman who's going to help me do the deer fencing around my garden. And I've been contacting a guy to take down a tree because the woodpeckers are pretty much killing this tree that's out between me and my neighbor. Da, da, I don't know. There's a coconut song, but I can't think what it is. Oh, you put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Yeah, no, I see. I remember that song. So here we have the lime. I do have to put a little mouth on it though. Floppy disk, did you see all my little fruits? I've got a lime slice, a lemon slice, and I have a raspberry. They all need mouths. They haven't got their mouths. That's just to keep them quiet while I'm doing my live. And then I made 2 cats using the new yarn. Oh, no. Yeah, 2 cats. Where's the other cat? Here. 2 cats using the new yarn. These are both the ethereal stripes yarn that I was showing you the other day. And then I got my little froggy that I made with the ethereal stripes. All these things. This one needs a mouth too. I'm just going to do all the mouths at once. Yes, I remember that song, Christy. Okay, you get your homework done. Hello there, Busy Lizzie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was telling people earlier, I don't know if you just arrived, that I've just ordered like a ton of new colors for these fruits. I went through the patterns that she's got. The pattern is from Annie Carroway, Carraway, which is so close to my name, which has the O in it, Carroway. But anyway, I bought the pattern off of her Etsy shop, and I got ordered all the colors and all the colors to make her sushi cats and her flower cats. I think I ordered all the colors I need for the flower cats too. So I've just ordered a ton of burlap blanket yarn and all these really, some of it's burlap baby blanket yarn. So bye, Florence. We'll see you soon. Yes, go. Yeah. So, and I've set my camera up because I have a new camera holder and it's much better, so I can sit more comfortably on the couch and not be all. I used to have to bring in other cushions to prop myself up so it was the right height and everything, and now I'm much more comfortable. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. So this is the movie color. This is a 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter. I find it's better to say that than the number because sometimes when it's an N, it's a 9, sometimes it's a 10. I've got all these different hooks in here that say different things for the same name. Yeah, so that's my P hook. But I do have one that calls itself an N and it's not the same as this one. That's an L, I think. Yeah, this is the L, which is an 8 millimeter. And the next one is, oh, maybe it's not in here. But this one, where is it? I do have it. Oh, maybe that's it. Anyway, it's very confusing. My son just sent me a message because I showed pictures of what I'm doing in the garden. Just I update my kids all the time. So this one is a 10 millimeter, but sometimes an N is a 9 millimeter. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. So I use this a lot. I've got another blanket that's here on the side that I'm working on that I brought here just in case I get a chance to work on it. And this is made with the same hook. Oh my God, it's getting pretty big actually. Yeah, it's got my other hook here. My other end. This is a 10 millimeter hook. And it's actually getting kind of, oh, watch I don't knock you guys off of here. So this one is moss stitch. And I'm nearly done it. I'm pretty sure it's nearly done. So I brought it down just to see where I was at with it because I put it away. But what do you think of the moss stitch? Let's hold it up so you can see it properly. And then I'm just alternating my pattern, you know. So there's two whites rows and there's a rust gray or gold and green, and then there's two green rows, and then it goes backwards on itself: gold, gray, rust, and then two whites. And so it's kind of reverse patterned. So there's always two rows of bluey gray green and two rows of the white. Yeah, so that's that one. And this one's just easy. I don't have, and I'm not going to be untangling yarn. This is just going to be an easy one to do. Yeah, otherwise it's very confusing because I thought a Q hook was always a 15 and then sometimes a Q hook is a 16. And why? I don't understand. Oh, so anyway, I thought, because when I started I used H hooks, which always pretty much are 5s, right? But it was when the first time I noticed the difference was when I got a J hook. and I wrote a pattern for my slippers with a J hook, and I put down the size of the J hook that I had, but then other people had a J hook that was a different size. So that's crochet for you, right? I think I found the this is the 9 millimeter. So this is an N, and this is an N. You see? There you go. An N, 9 millimeter, and an N, 10 millimeter. I don't know. It's weird. Yes, moss stitch is easy and it works up and it looks great. I totally agree with you. And I guess for a blanket, it doesn't matter if you use a 9 or a 10. Do you know what I mean? It's all relative. But if it's something that your gauge is dependent on, like it's got to fit you, then it makes a difference which hook you're using. So I always use millimeters. Well, I've got a lot of patterns for moss stitch. I've got a moss stitch rug. I think that's on here. How to make that. I've got a moss stitch skinny scarf, my ruby skinny scarf. That's moss stitch, and that looks so cute. Yep. So we had a bit of rain today, but it cleared up to a nice day. I just want to be able to get out in the garden and plant some flowers, and I need to lay this cardboard down and get the compost down because that's the only place I'm going to be able to plant because I can't dig anywhere in my garden. It's like rock. It's not rock, but it's like crushed slate and pebbles and bits of sand, and it's all compacted because I built here and there's been heavy machinery going over top of it. And I even bought an auger that goes in my drill, like a drill bit to try and break it up with, but it didn't work for me. I have to remind myself I'm getting older and I can't really be doing a jackhammer. It's not a good idea. Hi there, Evelyn. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hi. Did Gerlinda go or is she still here? I know sometimes Gerlinda pops in and then she's busy. Thanks for the likes, so. Got some likes. Yes, exactly, right? Because 8 and 9, it's not even a 0.5. It's like it's either 10 millimeter or 9. That's quite a difference. Because if you go from an H to an I, it only goes up 0.5 size of a size. Okay, Gerlinda, no worries. Yeah, I picked up this yesterday and I nearly started working on it with my K hook, right? Because that's what I was working on for my um Amigurumi stuff. I've got so many different things on the go. But this is so soft. It really is so soft. You're doing a blanket, Evelyn? What are you doing your blanket? Are you doing like a super bulky blanket or are you doing one out of worsted weight yarn? Is it a big blanket, like for a bed or a throw blanket for smaller size blankets? Lap blankets? Since my nieces and nephews have all been having babies, I've really got into making baby blankets. I should count this and see that I've got the right amount because I think that's right. We can make blankets together, Evelyn. I'm just going to count it because I have a knot there where I tied in my new yarn, and I don't know if I did 2 stitches in there or 1. Oh, that's good. Uh, oh, thank you, Marcia. This is a really popular sweater. Everybody always comments when I wear this sweater. This is my happy hippie sweater. And it's an oversized sweater. It's quite big arms, and it's quite long. Some people made it into a dress. And it's made on quite big hooks, so it looks very lacy. It's worsted weight yarn, but it's made on a bigger hook. I think it might be an L, like this one. I'm not quite sure though. I haven't got the pattern in front of me, but I do have a tutorial on here. If you look through my videos, if you click on videos and then there's a drop down menu on the video which says popular, newest, oldest. Just click on popular and it'll be right at the very top because it's one of the most watched videos that I have on my channel. If you want to make one, and there's a link below it that takes you to my pattern on my blog. It's a free pattern, and so you can find out whatever size, how many you need to cast on chain for each size that you're making. Oh, where did you get that pattern from? A mushroom bookmark. Sounds fun. Has she got different varieties of mushrooms? Oh no, I haven't seen hot dog crochet. I'll remember that one. That's an easy name to remember. Yes, so Masha, it's easy. So many people have made them and posted pictures. Um, they share them on Instagram, hashtag Carroway Crochet sometimes. If you go to my Etsy shop and you see the actual pattern on my Etsy shop, a lot of people share in the reviews. They'll post pictures of what they look like. But the pattern is free on my blog, but a lot of people buy it off of Etsy because then they don't have all the ads and they don't have to open up their laptop every time they want to work on it. But it's got pictures on how to put the sleeves in, but the video shows you all that too. So some people like to work from videos, some people like to work from patterns, right? And please subscribe to my channel if you are new here. I think there's a lot of new faces here today, so it would be great if you could subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Crochet Treasure. Okay, is she a website or on YouTube? I need to have a pen with me when I watch these videos. So I could write it here. I can do that. If I can find a piece of paper. Huh, I'm gonna write it on here. Crochet Treasure. So that's the mushroom bookmarks, right? And I have the mushy boy pattern off of someone and with all those cute mushrooms. I'm gonna make some of those too, but I need my colors to come. I need my colors to come. And then hot dog crochet is the other one. And then the one I watch that I got my bunny from that Gerlinda told me about, is 1 cent crochet. And if you want to do amigurumi stuff, she's got lots of that. And then another one I'm looking at today is called Alley Crochet. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. Hi from Portugal. Hi there, Momento de Crochet. Okay, I'll check her YouTube. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you. That's beautiful, Memento de Crochet. What are you working on? Your name is Anna. Are you making anything right now? I'm working on a very, very easy blanket because I bought this yarn. It's a brand new yarn from Burnett Blanket Yarn. It's a cake and it's called Springtime. And I bought three of them and I'm just making it into this baby blanket. It's really simple. It's just a half double crochet just to see what it looks like out of the cake. But the colors are very, very faded. Like there's blues in there and mauves, but it's hard to see them on the screen. There's a pale, pale yellow. So it's very, very pale colors. You can see here the yellow is really hardly a yellow. It's very pale. So I'm glad that I'm not using that one for I think I saw one on the floor, but I don't think I can reach it. I had another one up here, but it's gone. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. And then you weren't here when I was sharing my little fruits. I made some fruits. Look, this is a lemon slice. I need to put the little mouth on. And then I did a lime. These are brand new for me to make. A lime slice. I bought this pattern off of Annie Carroway Art on YouTube. Carraway. And I made a raspberry. I also made a strawberry, but the strawberry was sold at the market, unfortunately. And then I made two new little cats using this, another one of these cakes, a different color cake. I think this one was Forest Walk, maybe. Oh no, parakeet. That's what this is, parakeet. I think Gerlinda was liking the parakeet. So that's what the parakeet, you see the blue at the bottom there? And that's the blue, the same color. And now it's going to the green at the end. So it takes a while for it to transition with colors. And this little cat I made with the sunset, and it started with the blue, turned into a very pale yellow, and then the orange is starting to come in at the tail. So yeah, they're kind of pretty. I think they're kind of cute. Thank you, Agent Blaze. Nice to see you. Oh, yes, it's midnight there. You don't need to stay. You can go to bed. I often go on earlier in the morning, Memento. So, Anna. So, often I'll go on at 10 in the morning. So then it's not so late for you over there. It's more like just after supper time, right? But thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you, Evelyn. Yeah, they're cute little cats. These are also by the same lady that I got the fruit pattern from. I bought them from her Etsy shop. I think her Etsy shop might be called Handmade by Annie, but I don't remember. If you search Annie Carroway Art, that's kind of her main name. I think that's what she's on Facebook as. Bye. I think Memento's gone. You're doing a cat like this? That's cool. But in green? Just for clarification, Evelyn, sorry if you, because I whip around from one thing to another so fast that sometimes it's hard to keep track. Oh, a blanket. Yeah, like I'm making this in pastel. Green would be perfect. Yes. Thank you very much, Anna. God bless you too. Thank you. Yep. So here we go. Another row. So this will be an easy pattern to write up. I think what I'm going to do with this one is bye. Thank you. Um I'm going to make it in the different sizes, like a toddler size or a receiving blanket size or a crib size, so people can make whatever size they want. Yes, like 13. Now I see what you mean. I looked up at my likes and there's 13 there. Thank you for the like. See you. I know those first grandchildren, they get spoiled, don't they? Like my first daughter, my first child. And then the second one, you're so crazy busy, they hardly get anything. It's like photographs. There's zillions of photographs of the first one and hardly any of the second one. Unless you have them way far apart. Mine were 18 months apart and it was pretty crazy. Baby sets are so much fun. I was wondering how a little one of those little beanies with the two pom-poms for babies would look made out of this burlap blanket yarn. I don't know if it makes very good pom-poms being chenille, but I could put little faux fur ears on or something. Faux fur pom-poms. Because I've got them in white and pink and all different, bubble gum. So if you just joined us, I'm working on a blanket here, baby blanket. And it's just an experiment to see what this yarn works up like. It's a brand new yarn that I got from Bernat Blanket Yarn. It's called Ethereal Stripes, and this one is in the color Springtime. So I just started my second cake since I came on here, and this is what it's looking like. So I'm just doing half double crochet. So welcome. And if you just came and you'd like to see my fruits, I shared my amigurumi fruits earlier. Just put it in the chat and I can share them again. I knit a lot for my children. When I had my children, I was knitting, not crocheting at the time. I don't think I crocheted anything for my kids, to be honest with you. I didn't get into crochet until my dad wanted a lap blanket. And I had to find diagrams on how to crochet because there was no video and I didn't know anybody who crocheted. So I just had to look at diagrams and try and figure it out reversed for a left-handed person. Bye. Let's see. We've got someone else here. Hi there. How are you? Thanks for joining us. I'm just making a baby blanket here with my new yarn. I'm just seeing what this yarn works up like because it's a brand new type of yarn and it's looking pretty. It's very, very pastel, very, very muted colors, not bright. Perfect for a baby though. Are you from Russia or Yugoslavia or, I mean, Ukraine? I don't think Yugoslavia is a place anymore. Ukraine has a lot of really beautiful crocheters, as does Russia. Just gorgeous. Why is it doing this? I think it's this one. That's it. "5:06 my time here. Getting up towards supper time. I've been on nearly an hour. I don't know where the time flies when I do a live. I think I will probably say goodbye soon. Thanks for the other like. Oh, that would be fun. You're into bookmarks. Do you sell bookmarks? Do you find that there's something that you can sell at the market? I only have a pattern for two bookmarks. One is a Christmas tree and one is a star. So those are on my Carroway Crochet. If you search Carroway Crochet for star bookmark or Christmas tree bookmark, you can find them there, but they're very simple ones. They're just a chain with a star at the end or a chain with a Christmas tree at the end. Oh, what a great idea. Actually, this is a touristy place, but in the summer, people come here. So that's a great idea. Oh, and a flamingo? How cute. You guys are inspiring me to try some new stuff, and I've already got enough things on the go. And my poor little Elfie hat is sitting there waiting for me to finish it. I will get there. I've just been busy. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes this is really weird to be working on because that's better. Yeah, that's very true. Our beach is not, it's not quite like going to the beach where you are. Oh, but great gifts for sure. Yeah. Because it's even in the hot weather, people do swim in the water here, but it's not like going swimming in Hawaii or I'm sure where you are, it's much warmer. But people do a lot of kayaking and canoeing and actually people do surf in the winter here, but they have to get all dressed up in their suits so they don't freeze to death. There we go. Another row done. Hawaii just had a huge storm by the look of it, though. I couldn't believe it. They were showing it. There we go. Got a couple of rows done since I put my new color on. That's since I put the purple on. It's growing. Yeah, that's very true. Instead of not turning down the corner, which is not good, right? Uh, it's very true. There we go. I'll do one more row and then I'll go. It's just not seeming to look like normal half double crochet looks to be. I'm not seeming to get oh yeah, there's two. There's two. Yeah, there's two. Two. Palm trees, easy to make? Let me see what you wrote here. Oh, rear mirror palm tree. That's cute. And if palm trees are easy to make, Felix is over on the couch fast asleep. And I don't know where Abby is. She was on the counter earlier, but even if I showed you a picture of him, you wouldn't see him because it's just his back. He's over there. Felix, what you doing? Do you want to come and say hi? He popped his head up. He says, "Don't disturb me. I'm having a sleep." Yeah, palm tree bookmarks. Good idea. I want to see the mushroom ones though. Good boy. He knows I'm talking to you guys. And he knows he can't get on my lap because I've got this great big blanket on my lap. Oh no, he's had his dinner. They were driving me crazy before I started my live, so I fed them early. I thought I'm not having them meow at me all the way through the live, bossing me around. Oh, it's changing to the pink. Transitioning into the pink. Oh, he's turned around now, so he looks, you can actually see him now. So I'll show him to you before I go turn my phone off. Hi there, Callista. Nice to see you. I'm busy making a blanket. Thanks for saying hi. I'm making a blanket with some new yarn that I did a yarn haul video about getting all of this new yarn from Burnett Blanket Yarn. It's called Ethereal Stripes. And I got the 3 of these skeins called Springtime. And I thought I'll see how it works up. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just making a baby blanket. The yellow is down here. I'm just turning to the pink. So I guess the next color that will come up after this will be, is it the, yeah, it is the orangey pink. It will be the yellow. But aren't they pretty? They are lighter than I thought they were going to be. I thought there was going to be a bit more oomph to the colors, but for a baby blanket, it's very calming. It'll be a nice blanket that they can lay on for like tummy time. I bought enough to make 3 different blankets. So this is just the springtime, and then the other one is a forest walk. It's more greens, and the other one that I got for the baby blankets, I can't remember what it was. Oh, the starry sky. Some people that was their favorite color, starry sky. So I got 3 starry skies. And I'm thinking some of them I might do a different stitch. I'm just doing half double crochet. I wanted the colors to be the main feature of this, not the stitch pattern, but I might do something different for the next one. Hi there, Lara. We got some new people joining us. That's nice. Yes, I am going to put a border on it. Yeah, it might be a white border, maybe, antique white. Something like that. Normally I put just a single crochet border, but I might try something a bit different with this one. What's your favorite kind of border, Gerlinda? If I have enough of this yarn left, I could always do a pom-pom border or something like that, or a scalloped border. What's your favorite kind? I did a scallop border on my preemie blanket, and it looked so cute. I've got a couple of preemie blankets out there on my blog. One with the bobble stitch. You're looking for a nice border. Yeah, scallop borders are nice and they're not hard to do. I just saw somebody doing one with a picot border. And then I just was looking up just to make sure I was writing my pattern out properly. But you know what? I couldn't find any patterns out there that just have purely front post double crochet like these gloves. I think I'm the only person that's ever made anything with totally front post double crochet. So I just was wanting to make sure that I was writing the pattern out correctly, but I just had to make it up myself. You haven't worked on tassels? I do a lot of tassels, or I call them fringes. A tassel is a little bit different to a fringe, isn't it? But yeah, hearts, heart or waves border. I've never done a waves border. Tassels are nice. I have made tassels um for my fringes. When I pull them through, they almost look like a tassel at the end. And I used to do those tassels where you twirl them and then they wrap it up on on themselves. Those are kind of cool. Yeah, there's so many varieties of stuff. Yeah. I'm making, hi there, Linda. Nice to see you here. And Chris is a new person. I'm making a blanket. This is a really basic, just a half double crochet blanket because I bought this yarn. If you look in my videos, you'll see that there's a yarn haul I got like a ton of different colors of these cakes from burlap blanket yarn. It's burlap blanket ethereal stripes. And I got lots of different colors. And I got 3 of these because I wanted to make a baby blanket. And this is how it's working up. It's just simple half double crochet. But you can see there's lemon in there, there's mauve in there, but they're very, very pale. They're paler. This is called Springtime. I thought it was going to be a little bit more dramatic than this, but babies don't need drama. They need, you know, peacefulness. So, yeah, so this is the Springtime one. And I just started my second cake. The second cake started where this mauve starts to work in on top. So that's how much I've got done today in the live. So that's what I'm making. Uh yes, this front post double crochet, it's unusual because there's no back post in between. It's all just solid front posts. And it just makes these really cool gloves. So I've finished the pattern today, and it will be coming out on the 23rd because it's going to be a free pattern download on the 23rd as part of Underground Crafters Crochet Month, International Crochet Month. She's got a free pattern on there every day. If you check out Underground Crafter, she's got a new pattern every day, and I'm on the 23rd of this month. So it can't be released until my day on her blog hop, right? On her crochet along, I think it's called. So yeah. And I'm using a 10mm needle. And this is a 6-weight, super bulky blanket yarn from Burnett Blanket Yarn. But I was just showing people earlier, can I reach it? I brought down this one because I was working on it and then I stopped. And this is using Burnett Blanket Yarn, but solid colors. And this is a moss stitch blanket. And I was surprised how big it is. I'm nearly done. Like it's literally, it's big. I think it's a throw size. It's big. So it's nearly finished. I got to open it up and measure it and see so you can see that it's moss stitch. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Yes, so it looks really nice. I'm really happy with that one. So I'm going to get that one out once I've said goodbye to everybody and check it out. So yeah, so it's a 10mm crochet hook and a 6 super bulky yarn. And I just really wanted to see how the colors worked up, and it's really pretty. It really is. But you have to look closely to even see that the yellow is yellow and not just cream. And the blue is really, really pale. So I think I would have liked the colors to be a bit brighter. But we'll see when it's all done. And it's a nice width, just over 34 inches wide. So it'll be a nice size for a baby. I'm left-handed. You're working with a 3.5 for the tension. Yeah, because Karen is just a 4 weight yarn, right? It's a worsted weight yarn. So that would be a nice hook to use for that. Whereabouts are you? Are you in the UK? Are you do you use UK terms, or this is double crochet US terms that I'm talking about, right? So it depends where you are, as to whether you call a double crochet a treble crochet or not, right? I don't want to confuse. Oh, you're from Kentucky. Okay, no worries. That's great. I'll have to look up Karen's blossom. Is it, did you say it was a blossom cake? Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I've used Karen cotton cakes. I love those. I've made a couple of sweaters and things out of those. Um, and and they're skinny cakes as well. I've made a baby blankets with their skinny cakes. Oh, and what was the other one that was all furry? Was that a skinny cake? And they're latte cakes. Latte cakes. So are those the ones that are a bit fluffy when you make them? Because I did a baby blanket with that, and I just did a chemo hat for a crochet cancer challenge out of the latte cakes. Yes, so soft. I made a granny stripe um chemo cap. I actually have a tutorial on here for it, and I ended up making a matching granny stripe scarf with it, and made a tutorial for that. So they're not too far back. Yes, a little bit like that. So they're really soft for the chemo cap. I used the greeny color that went into like a blue gray. Just beautiful. And then for my baby blanket, that I made with it, it's called the I can't remember the name of my baby blanket because it's not the Oh So Soft. It might have just been the Softy baby blanket, but it's made in pinks. And there's a tutorial for that on here too. I love the latte cakes. Yeah, a little bit. Yes. But beautiful colors. I was going to do one more. You see, this is what happens. Then I do one more row because we've got somebody I'm chatting to and it's nice. So here we go. Thank you so much, Winsome. I did crochet this. I designed a pattern for it. It's my Happy Hippie sweater. And I actually have a tutorial here on YouTube that shows you how to make it. And below the tutorial in the description, there's a link to the free pattern on my blog if you want it, because it's from extra small up to 5X. So obviously I'm only making one size in the tutorial, but if you want to check out the pattern just to see how many you need to start with for each size, and then just follow along with the tutorial to learn how to make the different rows. That's a really easy way, but if you like just following a pattern, the pattern is free on my blog. You can buy it from Etsy as well, but it depends whether you like to just use the one off the blog and deal with all the ads, or if you just want to buy the pattern off of Etsy. But I have a link. So in the blog post, I have a link to my tutorials for left and right-handed people, and I have a link to where you can get it from Ravelry, and I have a link to where you can get it from Etsy, or you can just use it off my blog. Thank you. Yes, my website is carrowaycrochet.com, and it has so many patterns on it. The thing you need to do is on the home page where there's a search box is either type in a beanie or a shawl or wrap or bralettes or sweater, and then the search will show you all my sweater patterns or all my bralette patterns or all my skinny scarf patterns or all of those things because they don't show up on my homepage. There's too many patterns to show up on my homepage. So if you want to find a skinny scarf design, type in skinny scarf in this little search rectangle and search for my skinny scarves. But I have at least 2 skinny scarf tutorials here. One of them is incredibly popular. Um, and they're in left and right-handed versions. So definitely check out my tutorials. I have mug rugs, I have tea cozies, I have a water bottle holder, and cardigans and sweaters and bralette I think I have 3 different tutorials, if not 4, for bralettes on here. So, and short tutorials is on here as well. Thank you. Thanks, Winsome. Thank you. Bye, Christy. Good night. I should have been gone, but I got all these fun people coming on and I'm meeting some new friends, so I had to stay. Yeah. We often get the same people coming on here. Winsome and Chris, and you'll start to recognize their names when they come on and we get to know one another. So it's a nice community that's building gradually. I don't think you guys have seen my fruit. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my fruit. I made raspberries. I think you guys came too late to see my fruit. This is a new thing that I'm starting to make for the market. I bought the pattern off Etsy. So there's a raspberry, there's a lime slice, and where's my lemon? Here. And there's my lemon slice. These all need little mouths on them. I haven't done the mouths. The lemon slice, I did the segments. I didn't do that on the lime. Do you think I need to do that on the lime, or do you think it's not really important? I don't know if it's important. And then the other things I've made are, this was also out of the same kind of yarn as this, but a different colorway. This was parakeet, and I made a little frog. And then out of the sunset, which was also one of the ethereal stripes cakes that I got from Yarnspirations, this is a little cat. And then I made a bigger cat using this is sunset, this was the parakeet. Now you can see it's bigger, it's a bigger cat. I like to have all different sizes for my people when they come. But what's interesting is this and this were made with the same cake. This is the parakeet, changing from the green to the blue. And then you can see it's the same blue that's in here. And then it's gradually changed to a light mauvey gray at the back. So it takes a while for the colors to change. So then it turned out I had to make these little eyes separate. So I chose to use the same blue to make the eyes for the frog. So those are going to be at the market. Um, yeah, and also I'm going to, usually in the summer, I have my bralettes for sale and shorts. I sell more bralettes than anything. And then I also have bucket hats that I make, and I have some little short crop beanies that I make. But I also, and my fingerless gloves, but I have a lot of my hats out, and of course, they don't really sell at the beginning of summer. So I thought I'm going to take a lot, I'll leave a few out just for people who want one, but I'm going to actually really focus on making amigurumi cute things for Jess Huff tutorials. Okay, I'm going to write that. I've actually got a pen here that I'm writing down. Different people are recommending different sites to me. Where's my piece? Here. So I was given Crochet Treasure for really nice bookmarks. Hot Dog Crochet on YouTube as a good one. And you've just said Jess Huff. Is she here on YouTube? I don't do amigurumi patterns. I do patterns for cardigans, sweaters, um, cup cozies, all kinds of stuff, fingerless gloves and that. I don't do amigurumi. I think there's enough people out there making amazing stuff from I don't need to compete with them. So, oh yeah, I made a lamb. I wonder if it's one of her lambs. Thank you, Chris. Yes, they worked in the round. Yeah, even these stripes, these slices that you just start at the middle and you work in the round, and then you change color and work in the round, and then you change color and work in the round, and then you fold it in half and stuff it and single crochet up around the edges. So I just like to support people, so I buy their patterns on Etsy. Oh, she's on YouTube. Okay, that's good. I'll check her out for sure. Oh, I don't want a 13-inch tall one. Oh, I've seen like lambs and rabbits that have really floppy bodies and legs. Those are so cute. I can't, I won't be able to sell those on the market. They would be too much money. People don't want to spend too much money. My bigger cats I sell for $35. And then like these probably I'll sell for 15. I don't really know. The small cats like this I sell for 25, like this. And then I sold a little rabbit that was kind of like this, that was 25. And then my octopus and my, um, I think I sold my strawberry for 15. I'd probably sell this for 15. Like my little whales and my little octopus. Oh yeah, the granny square. I have a way to make a granny square that's quite easy, okay? Um, because I don't have you slip stitching along. I change in the corners. So if you look on my YouTube videos, if you go to my YouTube homepage and click on videos, um, and you keep on scrolling, it's quite a way down. There is a granny square crossbody bag, and I show you how to make a granny square in that tutorial, I'm pretty sure. And I also have a granny square um, bucket hat. And I know that I show you how to make the granny square in part one of that. And so it's quite an easy way to do a granny square. And somebody said oh, and I have a giant granny square. So you could follow the same technique for that. It's a brown and white, sort of mushroom, well, maroon, brown and white granny square, how to make a giant granny square tutorial. And it's exactly the same technique I use for the small one. So you could follow that and it just shows you. And she said that that's the first time she's ever been able to do a granny square. So, um, it might be a good idea to check those out. I did just make another granny square crossbody bag. I think I took it upstairs because I sold mine and I have nothing to show when I want to do a little reel or anything for it. I haven't got my granny square crossbody bag. I've sold it. So I made a new one the other day when I was doing a live. It's more soft robin shell blue. Yeah, I think the way I do it might be easier for you because what I do on the end of each round, I finish in the corner and I cut it off and I fasten off the yarn. And then I just say start in any other corner. So you don't have to start in the same corner. You're not carrying your yarn up. You're not doing any of that stuff. Then you go to another corner and you just start in there with a slip stitch. And you have to make, you chain 3 or 2, and then you do your double crochet in the corner, and then you just go across to the next corner, and then when you get round to the end, you just do the double crochet and join with a slip stitch, and it's done. It's easy. Oh, yes. Yes, you can, do the magic circle, or you can just crochet 3 or 4 chains. I always join it with a slip stitch to make a little circle. I don't work in the first chain. That is very confusing. I only sell my work on my little island. I don't sell it online. It's not a big craft fair, but it's somewhere that's social for me to go. And in the summer, we do get a lot of tourists that come to this little, it's one of the Southern Gulf Islands, just between Vancouver and Vancouver Island. So it's very popular for people to come. So a lot of people come and like buy, like Christy was saying earlier, it's like a little souvenir from the island, right? So usually I sell a lot of hats and that in the fall and winter for Christmas presents and things. And then I'm just trying to make a little bit of I like to switch up every year. So because it's a lot of the same people might come back to the market. So I like to just, I've never done fruit before. And the strawberry, it's sold straight away. So I thought I'm going to make a lemon slice. I'm going to make a watermelon slice. I'm going to make mango. And oh, and then I've got the sushi cats that I'm looking forward to. I've ordered the yarn for all the colors that I need to make sushi cats with, and it's got little things that go with the sushi, like dumplings and things to make. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing that. They always make you happy, right? If you make something like this, it makes you happy. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna probably let you guys go. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. It's nice to have you subscribe, and then you get my notifications if I'm going live again, and then you get to join us and have a chat and build up a friendship group here, little crochet community. Um, yeah, so I'm just at the end of my row, and I'm gonna go and make myself some supper and move into the evening, 'cause right now it's 5:45 where I am, and it's the time for myself to get some supper. But this is where I'm at for my baby blanket, and the colors are pretty, but I think they're too muted, for me. I like a little bit more drama. Thank you. Thanks, Chris, for being here. Thank you, everyone. It's been great having you here. Revenant, hi. Nice to see you. I missed you earlier. And everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for being with me. And happy crocheting. And I'll see you soon again. Okay, take care. Bye.